Today, mathematics lesson for this incoming JAMB WAEC examination. So this is we have started our live mathematics class back again. So if I judge and host, take today attendance by introducing your name and where you're watching us from. Let me know where you're watching us from in the comment section. Your name and where you're watching us from. That is very important. If you're judging us, your name and where you're watching us from. If you're joining us, your name and where you're watching us from. So welcome back to today's mathematics lesson for this incoming WAEC and JAMB examination. Let's wait for others to join us. Let's start the class. Let's wait for that. So you can start introducing yourself. Let's say today attendance and name and where you're watching us from. Your name and where you're watching us from. That is very important. So mark today attendance. Your name, please. Let's be fast with that before we start the class. By now you should have your lesson notes with you. So today we'll be discussing about geometry. In a previous video that we recorded in a previous class in our previous channel, so I've treated about geometry and I've studied about circle. Okay, I've explained the theorems of geometry we have. Now we want to be going to the question and answer, how to solve questions, how to identify questions, and how to identify theorems of different theorems and how to solve questions on geometry. That's why we're going to be looking at this live class. Please let's take today attendance. Let's mark today attendance. Your name and where you're watching us from. Let's wait for others. Please, you can start introducing yourself, your name and where you're watching us from. You can start introducing yourself, your name and where you're watching us from. You can start introduce yourself, your name and where you're watching us from. Let's be fast with them. And before your friend, try to share this link with your friends. Share your friends so you can be in a help with them. Share with your friends, share with your friend. Your name and where you're watching us from. Let's mark today attendance. Immediately it is 7, just have 1 hour for this class. Just have 1 hour for this class. Immediately it is 7:35. We start the class immediately. Immediately it is 7:35. We start the class immediately. Immediately it's 7:35. We start the class immediately. So you can start introducing yourself, your name and where you're watching us from. That is today attendance. That is how you mark the attendance, the name and where you're watching us from. That is very important. And share with your friend. Share with your friend. Share with your friend. You can refer your friend to join the live. We have 1 minute to start the class. We have 1 minute to start the class. You can refer your friends. You can refer your friends. So maybe 1 minute to start the class. So let's mark today attendance, the name and where you're watching us from. Your name and where you're watching us from. Let's mark today attendance. Your name and where you're watching us from, please. Okay. Your name and where you're watching us from. So guys, let's start the class together. So I have many questions under the circle geometry. I have a lot of questions to share with us, the solution to share with us from past question for both JAMB past question, mostly question I pick it for JAMB past question, and also the question also you can also find the question also in the WAEC past question. They are interchangeable, the same thing. So if you can understand the question I'm about to share with you, I have almost like 100 questions on the circle geometry. If you can stay to the end of our classes under the circle geometry, this is the first class. This is be lesson 1. This is the lesson 1. So by the tomorrow we are going to lesson 2. I have 100 more than 100 questions on the circle geometry from past question, but I'll be treating the one as the most difficult part of it and the easy way to solve the question, most especially for those of you guys that are preparing to write JAMB, okay, and also like arbitrate different questions so you guys can get it very well. So you can still have time to take the attendance, your name and where you're watching us from. That's very important. Your name and where you're watching us from. So if you're just joining us, introduce yourself, mark today attendance, your name and where you're watching us from, and give a like to this video. Your name and where you're watching us from, and give a like to this video. And give a like to this. Live. So let's go. Look at the first question. I will share with you immediately. It is 8:30. We end the live because I also have some live class with my VIP students. So I will start by 9. By before 8:30, 8:30 I will stop. I will end this live because it's just 1 hour's live class. So let's give a like to this video. So this is the first question. I have on the list. The first question I have on the list. Consider the diagram. Study the diagram, so that the diagram below, though this is the question, is the right, the question is supposed to put the diagram below, but I try to write it down here. That doesn't mean, just know that we're talking about the diagram we have here. In the diagram below, O is the center. The center O here is the center of the what, of the circle. Okay. Angle, if you have something like this, it means angle UOT is equal to 70 degree. They're talking about what, this angle O. If you have some angle UOT, they're talking about the middle alphabet. So the middle alphabet they're talking here, so the angle UOT is equal to 70 degree, and also angle RST is equal to what, 100 degree. It's equal to 100 degree. Now the question has to find what? The question has to calculate the angle RUO. So we're trying to calculate the angle RUO. Now, where is our angle RUO? How do you identify that? Okay, before I explain to you how to identify that, I would like you to interpret the question. Sometimes you may just give the question without giving the diagram. Now, how do you interpret the question how do you interpret the given English? Like, let me just say this question as English. So if you're given a question like this, and how do you interpret it, and how do you define this and one is belong to this? Now, let's go to this. So that in the diagram below, what is the center? This is the center of the circle. You know, the angle, this O here represents the center. The angle that lies at this O here, it represents what, the center, that is O, that is the center of the triangle. This point here is the center of the circle. Now the angle UOT, is equal to 70 degrees. So you can see that the angle UOT means that they are talking about what, the angle O. This angle, the number we have at the center is the angle. Okay, is the angle you're told to find. Okay, if you look at this angle O now, is equal to 70 degrees. So if you look at the UOT, means that this angle here is equal to what, 70 degree. I get now. So that is how you to identify that. Now, and see that the angle RST, is equal to 100 degree. So let's say what is our angle RST? We have our angle RST. So it means that this angle S here represents what is equal to what 90 degree. And the question has to find what angle RUT. We want to find the angle U. So where can you locate that angle U? So we want to look at this one angle RUO. So from this place now, we want to look at this place. This is what we are told to look up. So let's set the value of it to be equal to S. It's not the full angle here. We have this angle here. The angle we have here, this angle OUT is different from this angle OUT is different from angle RUO. Is different. If I talk about angle OUT, means that we're looking for this angle. We have two angles here that represent this U. The first one we have is the angle RUO. Again, that means that this angle. Again, now if it is angle OUT, means that we'll be searching for this one, this angle we have here. Now, but the question has to find what the angle RUT. So we're looking at this particular angle we have here. That is what we're looking for. Now, how do you attempt to solve that? If you see this question now, how do you attempt to solve that? In our previous class, where I discussed about the circle geometry theorems, I may have I explained like 10 theorems for you guys. You can see I've explained like that is be lesson 2. After I explain the part of the circle. In case you missed the class, you can check our channel page. You can see the video that treat this live that this class. It is a recorded video, so you can check it so you guys can get access to it. So let's go back to the business of today. Now, I'm trying to get back to the business of today. So if you look at it now, how do you attempt to solve it? Now we're given that since you have know how to interpret now how do you attempt to solve it? How they solve it? Now, you see how you look, they find the angle RUT. So want to find this angle here. You study the diagram very well. What theorems of circle geometry that looks like this? Okay, if you remember this theorem that called cyclic quadrilateral. This question here is on cyclic quadrilateral. Why is the cyclic quadrilateral? If you look at the shape we have inside the circle here, it is four sides. It is form of square. It is form of square. If you look at the shape here, it is form of square, and the cyclic quadrilateral is what is a four-sided that inclined a four-sided shape that was being inscribed inside the circle that was being drawn. Let me just use a simple English. That was being drawn inside the circle. That touches the four parts of the circle. It touches this front part of the circle. The second one touches on this part of the circle. That touches the circle in the four places. That is four-sided. Okay, that is cyclic quadrilateral. Now, what does this story say? This story says that the sum of the opposite angle is equal to 180. This angle here and this angle here is equal to the angle here plus this angle here. The sum of it is equal to 180. That is cyclic quadrilateral. That is theorem of cyclic geometry under cyclic quadrilateral. It is the sum of this angle. The angle here, this angle R here plus this angle T here is equal to 180 degree. So if you add this one and this one together, you must get 180 degree. Now, how do you solve this one? Since this angle is given as 70 degree, okay, but this angle is given as 100 degree. That is angle RST is given as 100 degree, and angle UOT is given as 70 degree. Now we're told to find this angle RUO. So that is why I represent as S. Now, if you study this vector very well, this is the center of the circle. And at this center of the circle here, what happens there? What happened here? If you look at this place now, this is a line that just for the center of the circle to any point of the circumference is a radius. So it means that this space is a radius, and also this space is also a radius. And if you look at the line that just for the center of the circle to any point of the circumference, they are always equal. This angle, this line here is equal to this angle here because they are radius. Are you get now? Because they are radius. Now, the next thing you have to do here, since you say that this line here, this side here, and this side here is equal, what you just have to say, what I just have to say here is that this our, you remember this formula, we have a triangle, what, UOT, that is the triangle. So what type of triangle they have for two sides equal? What type of triangle they have for two sides equal? We have a triangle. So if I just sketch the triangle out here, let me say I sketch, let me just sketch it out here. If I sketch it out here, we have the OU, this O here, we have the what U here, and we have T here, okay? And this place is given as what 70 degree. It is what the angle what UOT. That is what I sketch out here. Now, in order to solve that, since you say that this place and this place is a radius, they are what, they are equal. So what type of triangle here? They have two sides what equal. That is called what isosceles. Isosceles triangle. If you don't know part type of a triangle, if you don't identify shapes very well, you find it difficult to solve questions under circle geometry. That was just it. But at the end of this class, I can assure you that you can understand the how to solve questions under circle geometry. I get now. Now let's say that this angle is given out at what isosceles triangle. You can just make this. You can just make what the statement that our triangle what the triangle OUT is what isosceles triangle. You just put like this is isosceles or triangle. Just put like this as a statement as isosceles or triangle. Now, since that this side was isosceles triangle, you know that in isosceles triangle the two sides are equal. The base angle of isosceles triangle is equal. This angle here of isosceles triangle, the base angle here is equal to the what? The angle here. That is so isosceles triangle. When you have isosceles triangle, since the two sides is equal, that means that the base angle here is equal to what? The base angle are always equal. That means that the angle OUT is equal to what? Angle what? OTU. You can make in a statement the angle OUT, okay? You can put that word that angle OUT is equal to the angle OTU is equal to angle OTU. You can make the statement that is what? That is what base angle. You can make it as then just write it so that base angle, okay, base angle of isosceles triangle. You can just put it, you can write it very well because the pen I'm using, if I just write it, the writing may not be clear enough. Just listen, so that is just that you're just listening, okay? So you can write something down. This one means that the base angle angle OUT is equal to angle OTU because is a what? The base angle of isosceles triangle are equal. That is the statement. So if you're solving any question on a circle geometry, it is very important to be writing the statement there. It is very, very important to write the statement there. So do not miss any part, any statement, because the examiner that wants to mark your score, the method that you use is different for the method of the screen of the marking scheme they give to them. So for them to fast understand what I try to say, you have to write a statement there, and that will make the examiner giving a good mark because he will tell that you know what you're doing. I get now what you just have, if it is like WAEC, if it is just a theory, you should write it. But if it is objective, you just know this, you know how you just like JAMB or objective in WAEC, you just know that you know it in yourself. But if the story, you have to write the statement that like this one, OUT is equal to OTU, and why it is equal to, just write the base angle of isosceles triangle are equal. You can just put it like that. Now, since you say that the base angle of isosceles triangle are equal, that means that if this angle here is S, definitely the angle here to be equal to S. So if you go to the main diagram, that means that this angle here is a base angle of isosceles triangle which are equal. The angle here is equal to S, and therefore the angle here is also equal to S because they are all equal to each other. Now, the next thing to do here, if you look at this a full triangle, UOT is a triangle. So if you still remember, sum of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Sum of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Now, how do you attempt to solve that? Now, let's look at the sum of this triangle. That the sum of this triangle is equal to 180 degree. Now, let's look at it. Let's solve it together. So we see that the angle, you can just put it like this, interpret it like this if you want to solve it to get your formula if it is objective. Okay, if it is theory rather. if it's a theory, to get a full month, you have to be writing the interpretation. So we have the angle O, angle U, and angle T. The sum of it is equal to what? 180 degree. That is all. Sum of the angle in a triangle. Now that means that we have our angle UOT, okay, angle UOT, the angle UOT plus, okay, I have said that angle UOT plus angle OUT, okay, let's just put the angle OUT plus angle OTU. The angle OTU is equal to, let me just put it like this, as is equal to 180 what degree. It's equal to 180 degree. Why? Because sum of the angle, just write it, sum of the angle, so this is not a symbol of angle. Sum of the angle in a triangle are equal to 180. Just write it out. Why? Sum of the angle in a triangle is equal to 180. And that statement is very, very important. Now, our angle OUT, this is angle OUT, which is our angle U. Sorry, the first one is angle UOT. That's angle UOT. That is what 70. We have 70 plus. We have the angle OUT. Angle OUT, that is our U, that is called what? S, okay, plus. And the next one, that is angle OTU, that is angle OTU, that is called what? S. We have S to be equal to, we have 180. Now let's do the calculation now. Now, in order to solve this question, now if you look at it now, this and this one are the same. S plus A, that gives us 2S. So mean that we have 70 plus what? 2 what? S. Sorry. We have, let me clean it off. That is equal to what? 2 what? S equal to 180 what? 180 degree. Now, in order to get the value of S here, what you just have to do here to collect light time. That means that this 70 comes to what? Other part here. That means you have 2 what? 2S is equal to 180. This 70 is a sign here. When it comes to this part here, to minus. That is what? Minus was 70. So 180 minus 70, and that will give us what? That is give 110. So you have 2S is equal to 110. I get now. So we have 110. Do we have any question at this junction before I proceed? Now let me just solve that one finish first. Let me solve it finish. Now to get the value of S here, now if you have a equation of S, and the equation of S here is what? Is 2. So means that we are divided both sides by 2, divided 1 by 2. So this 2 cancel this 2 here. Okay, so means that we have our S to be equal to now 2 in 110, that will give us as what? 52 here. 1 and 2 in 110, that give us 50 what? 55. So that means that we have 55. So it means that the value of S is equal to what? 55 degree. So the angle S here is equal to 55, and the angle S here is equal to what? 55. Okay, they are 55 degree. So if you look at, if you put it back to the question, to the given diagram. Okay, they put it back to the given diagram. So that means that this angle S here, okay, the angle S here is equal to what? 55 degree. Okay, and also this one is equal to what? 55 degree. Okay, so if you add all this angle together, we have what? 180, because sum of the angle in a triangle is equal to 55. I get now. Any question before I proceed? Any question? If you have any question before I move to the next step, let me know in the comment section. I want us to follow the class. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Before we proceed to the next step, if you have any question, let me know. I'm waiting for your response, guys, so we can move to the next step. I'm waiting for your response, guys, so we can move to the next step. If you have any question, let me know, guys, so we can move to the next step. So let's move to the next step. So let me find this question. Let me give the solution to it. So in absence of no question, so we can move to the next step. Now, since we have get our this angle here, since I've got this angle here as angle L as is equal to 55, so that means that what this angle was, according to the cyclic collateral, the opposite angle here, the angle here and this angle here is equal to what? 180 degree. The sum of this opposite angle S and angle U here is equal to 180 degree. That is what cyclic collateral. Now, but the question is that to find what RUS. So we want to look at this word at this angle here. Okay, we want to look at this word at this angle here. Now, how do we get this angle here? Now, in order to get that, let me say that since we say that this angle we have here is equal to 55. Again, now, and the full angle here is what we want to look for, is what we are told to find. Okay, now we're told to find this angle here, this angle S here. Now, how do we attempt to solve that? So we can solve that in two ways, but let me share with you the first way you can solve that. So if you look at this place, okay, let me try to write it here. Okay, let me take space there. Okay, and let me rule. I don't want it to go out that too long like that. So if you look at this place now, let me just bring the diagram out. Okay, I think that this place, if I should solve it here, it will be more better. Let me solve it here for better understanding. So if you look at this place and see that this angle what this, let me, okay, cycle, that means that this angle RUT, okay, RST is plus angle RUT is equal to 180. That is cyclic collateral. Now that means that we have the angle the angle RST, okay, plus angle RST plus angle RUT, okay, angle RST plus angle RUT, that is angle RUT is equal to 180. Why? Because what? You can just write the statement there, just why it is cyclic. Okay, that is cyclic collateral. Okay, cyclic collateral. Okay, sum of the angle of the opposite angle, this angle and this angle is equal to 180. Just write the statement, that is what cyclic collateral. Okay, they are simple. They are what? They are supplementary. What do you mean by supplementary angle? It means that they add it up to be equal to what? 180. So this our angle RST. Our angle RST. This is our angle RST. That is what 100. We have 100. Okay, plus our angle RUT, and angle RUT here is not given. Okay, let me say that the full angle here is not given. Let's say the full angle here is equal to, let me give this full angle here. The full angle here is equal to, let me say it's equal to y. Okay, I've used r here. Let me say it's equal to y. Now the RUT is equal to what? Y, to be equal to 180 what degree. Now to get the value of y here, now you have to what? You have to subtract both sides by what? By 100. To mean that, let's take this 100 to the other part here. Therefore, y now is equal to, that is 180 minus 100. So 180 minus 100, that is equal to what? 80, right? So means that y is equal to 80. Now, since the y is equal to 80, so the full angle here is equal to 80. Okay, the full angle here is equal to 80. And if you look at this, the angle here, this angle we have here, OUT here we get as what? As 55. Because our angle y is the combination of angle RUO and angle OUT. That is the full angle of this angle y. Now, therefore, to get this angle S we have here, you get to this angle F you have here, because this addition of these two angles will give us y, and y is equal to what? 80. Are you following now? Now it means that this angle we have here, okay, you can just place it like this, that our angle RUT, then angle RU, okay, RUO. This angle RUO is plus, okay, this angle RUO plus angle OUT, the plus angle OUT is equal to Y, which is equal to Y, and now Y is equal to what? 80, because addition of this angle will give us what? Y, which is equal to what? 80. And now we have our angle OUT is equal to 55, so that means that we have what? Our angle RUO, okay, plus angle OUT, which is equal to 55. We have it also at 50 what? At 55 equal to Y, which is Y is equal to 80. So it's equal to what? 80. Now let me just draw this one bit out. Now here we have to calculate light time. So make that our angle RUO, okay, RUO is equal to, so let's take this one 50, 55 to the other side. There we have what? 80 minus what? 50 what? 55. So 80 minus 55, what do we get as our answer? Let me hear for you in the comment section. Okay, 80 minus 55, drop the answer in the comment section. That will be the answer of this question. I am waiting for your response, guys. I'm waiting for your response, guys. Okay, 80 minus 55, what is the answer? That should be the answer to this given question. Before we move to the question 2, yeah, I need a response for you guys. Before we move to the question 2. Before we move to question 2, so I need a response for you guys. I need a response for you guys. So let's what will be the answer now? What will be the answer? So let's that's 80 minus 55. That will give us what? 25. So that means that the angle RUO is equal to 25 degree. So means that this angle, our angle we have here, RUT is equal to what? 25 degree. So that is the step by step to solve this mathematics question. That is the step by step to solve this mathematics question. So do you have any question before I proceed to the next question? That should be question 2 of today. I'm waiting for your response so I can proceed to the next question. I'm waiting for your response before I proceed to the next question, guys. I'm waiting for your response, guys, so we can proceed to the next question. So let's move to the next question of today. Let's move to the second question for today. So the third question, it will be this question. Let me just drag it down here. Okay, it will be this question. Okay, I'm trying to type the question out there. Let me bring it down. So let me type the question 2. Okay, that'll be question 2. Let me just roll it out here. Could I be question 2? So this one is question 1 that we solve. So this one to be question 2. Okay, so this one has a diagram. Let me draw the diagram out the way that was being drawn, the way. Okay, let me look at the question. Where did I even the past question? That is JAMB past question. Right, JAMB past question 2014. Okay, so let me try to draw the diagram. I'm trying to do this on correction there. Okay, let me give the diagram of the side of the question. This is the diagram of the question. So we have the diagram. See that we have a chord. Here is the line of chord. So this chord here. So it forms an angle. Before the first angle, okay, this angle comes back as another chord here. Here to this is a chord. Also here is also a chord. It was come back here, and also we have another one. Okay, that okay, this one go out. Okay, this one goes out, and what is also this one also meets for another angle. So they formed angle here. So this angle here is given at angle 35. Okay, here is angle 35 degree, and it is called angle Q. Okay, it's called angle Q. And also the angle here is give us as angle 30. The angle 25. Angle 25. Okay, that is what we have at the angle here. And the okay, we still have another angle. So this is the center. Taking note of this very well, this is the center. Okay, we have a point here at the center of the circle. So this one also make an angle. It touches this particular chord here, and also we have this one also touch this what particular chord here. So this is the center. That's angle O is the center, and this one is angle S, and this one is P. Okay, so it's P, and this one give us angle what R. Now this is the diagram. This diagram. So the question is that if the question is P, R, and S lies on a circle. You have your P. Here is P. Rather, here is given as P. Here is given as P. We have P, R, and S. This P, R, and S lies on a circle with a center O. This is the center O. Again, now this is the center O as shown in the diagram. Okay, as shown at this diagram, I show below. I said above, I said to draw it above, as shown in the in this diagram. While Q lies outside the circle, we have the angle Q lies outside because it's not inside the circle, it is outside the circle. Now we're told to find what? Find the angle PSO. So where can we find the angle PSO? We have the angle PSO. So we're told to find this angle. We look at this angle here, the angle PSO. We're told to find one to find this angle. Now the question: how do you attempt to solve this question? So if you look at this diagram very well, you have to master it. Okay, if you look at this place is a chord. Here to this place is a chord. Okay, and here to this place is a chord. A line here to this line is also a chord, and also this line to this line is also a chord. Here to this place was also a chord, because they are what? They are giving us what? A chord. P to R is a chord, and P to what? To S is a chord, and also S to R is also what? A chord. Now we're taught to find this angle. If you look at this angle here, the line we have here, this is the center of a circle. And line that goes from the center of a circle to any point of a circumference is radius. So this place is a radius. This is almost similar to what we did in our previous. That is question 1. This is also what? A radius. Okay, so mean that this line and this line, they're equal. This side here and this side here, they're equal. So the triangle we have here is equilateral, is isosceles or triangle, where the base here, this angle S here is equal to what? The angle P here. I get on, they should be equal. Now how do we get our angle S here? Since this angle here is given, now how do we get this angle what? S here? I get now. Now, if you look at this what? If you look at the diagram here, where if you study the diagram very well, you look at this angle here. Okay, this is a triangle. Triangle P Q R is a triangle, and we have this point here. This part here. Okay, is the angle. Okay, let me just draw the angle here for better understanding. That is why if you are solving circuit geometry, if you don't know angle very well, you find it difficult to solve it. If you look at the have a triangle. This is a triangle, so it looks like this. Okay, we have here we have P. Okay, and here we have what? Q. Okay, and here we have what? Angle R. Okay, we have the line that form this S. So it means that this is a triangle here. Triangle P Q triangle P Q R is a triangle where this place is given as what? As 25. Okay, and this place is Q is given as what? 35. I get now. So here, sorry, it is 25. Sorry, this place is given as 20. This angle here is 20. Correct that. This angle here is 20. So this angle here is given as 20, and this angle here is given as what? 25. Now, in order to solve this angle here, if you look at this, there's a theorem. I said that what? Angle of the what? Angle at the center is equal to twice the angle at the circumference. The angle that lies on this center is formed by the same chord, because this one circle. This is called the angle that before at the center. It will be what? The angle that form at the same what? That form at the circumference through the same chord. If you look at this way, the angle you have a chord that bisects this place back to this place. Okay, it comes for this the same chord. The first one is one from this way to the center. You have the if you first of all draw it, it comes there at the center. Also go back to the chord there. And also we still have another what? Angle that starts from the same chord that form at the angle R here and go back to this one, to this what? S. So it means that the angle of this what? Angle at the circumference here, it will be to get the angle at the center here, it will be twice the angle of the circumference. And if you want to get the angle at the circumference here, it will be half of the angle what? At the center. I get down. To get this angle here, it will be twice of the angle we have here. And now, how do we get the angle of this R? How do we get it now? How do we get the angle out? How do we get this and what? Angle out here? So if you get this angle here, that is what I draw it out. That is what? Exterior angle. The angle that falls outside the circle of a rectangle, it is called exterior angle. Now, and our exterior angle means that exterior angle is equal to sum of the opposite what? Angle. That is the exterior angle. Sum of the what? Opposite what? Angle. The sum of this one, S, and this one, that is called to exterior angle. If this exterior angle is called to Y, let's say it's called to Y. Now to get this angle, it will be what? It will be sum of the opposite what? Angle. That is this angle here, the angle P here, okay, plus angle what? Angle P plus angle what? Q, okay, plus angle Q is equal to Y. I will give us Y. Okay, it will give us Y. So therefore, if you want to write it very well, the way I write it is just a rough sheet. So let me just make it the way, if it is a theory question, how to write it properly. Now, in order to write it properly, we see that the angle what? This our angle Y here, this exterior angle, because this one comes there for this S. Let me write this one as what? As S. So in order to get this angle Y, which is meaning of angle P R PRS, angle PRS, just like this, angle PRS, that is PRS, that is the exterior angle, is equal to sum of the interior opposite what angle. And what is this? We have the angle P and angle what? Angle Q. That is mean that angle RPQ to be equal to angle R okay, PQ plus angle what? Because angle RQP, that's angle RQ what? P to be equal to this exterior angle. You can just make the statement that is what? Exterior, okay, exterior angle of what? Of a triangle. Okay, just put that there, that exterior angle as a triangle. Now, because I don't write it because if I just use this pen to write it, it won't be clear enough. So just listen that it's equal to, why are we adding that? Because it's the exterior angle, it's the exterior angle of a triangle. Now, that will be this one to be angle, this one will be equal to y, okay, is equal to y. This angle here is equal to y, and that is our angle PRS, angle PRS is equal to y, and angle RPQ, that is angle RPQ, which is give us 20 plus, okay, and angle RQP, that is angle RQP is equal to what? That is 30 what? 35. That's 35. So let's add it together. 20 plus 25, 20 plus 35, that is equal to y is equal to what? That is 50 what? 55. So that means that the angle we have here is equal to what? 55. So it's equal to 55. So means that the angle, the exterior angle we have here, the angle we have here is equal to what? 50 what? 55 degree. That is angle R is equal to 55 degree. So I'll get this our angle here as 55 degree. How you get now? That's equal to what? 55 degree. Now, since we have got that this one is equal to 55 degree, so we can use this one to be to find our, because this is the angle at the circumference now. Now to get our angle POS, it will be twice the angle at the circumference. Okay, it will be twice the angle at the circumference. So that means that we have our angle POS. Angle POS is equal to twice the angle at the circumference. That's angle PRS, angle PR, and put as angle PRS. That be angle PRS. It will be twice of it multiplied by 2. That be twice of it. Again, now be twice of this what angle R will give us the angle at the center here. That is showing that angle at the center, angle that located at the center here, it is twice the angle at the circumference. Okay, and if you want to try to, if we give this angle here and try to find this angle here, it will be half of this what half of this angle at the center, it will be equal to what angle at the circumference. Now let's put it like that. Let's indicate it. Now it means that this is our angle P. Let me just write it there. That angle POS, okay, is equal to twice of this, that is 2 multiplied by, okay, the 2 multiplied by what? PRS, that is PRS, that is equal to 55. So we have a 55. So now what will be the answer? What will be the answer? So what will be your answer? So multiply it. What is the answer? What is the answer? So let's put it. I need the response for you guys. What will be the answer? I need the response for you guys. I need the response for you guys. So let's know that you are following. I need a response for you guys before I proceed. Hope you are following the class. So that will give us what? 110. So therefore we have to be equal to, it means that the angle P OS now, angle POS is equal to, sorry, what did I write? Okay, angle POS is equal to, this one by that is what? 110. That give us what? 110. That give us 110. Now, but the question has to find what? Angle PSO. We want to find the angle PSO. So we want to look at this angle here, and we are getting that this angle is equal to what? 110. So that means that we have about 110 here. So that we have 110 here. Now, to get this angle here, okay, to get this angle here, since you see that this angle and this angle, this line here and this line here, they are equal. Okay, this line here and this line here, they are equal. So if you want to write it that they are equal, you can say that they are a line OP. Okay, line AP, if you have the line OP is equal to the line the line OS. They are equal. The line OP from this place to this place is equal to line OS. Now, to get this our angle, this POS, this angle here, you consider this angle, since the two sides of this triangle are equal, that is what isosceles triangle. And in isosceles triangle means that the base angle here are equal. In an isosceles triangle, the base angle are equal to each other. So that if this angle here is S, this angle here must be equal to S. If this angle here is 10, this angle here must be equal to what? 10. Now, since they say that this angle, the base angle here of this angle are equal, if we say this place is equal to S, okay, if this since this place is equal to S, definitely this angle here to be equal to what? S. I get now. So to write that, if it is objective to write that, we have to replace it like this, that the angle, okay, the angle OPS, the angle, just put that angle OP what? S is equal to the angle OSP. The angle OSP, or you can see that what, you can just put it like this, the angle OP what? S is equal to the angle P what? SO. You can put it like this, either you say that OSP, or because we're just looking for this angle at this point, this angle S, this angle S we are mentioning here, and this is angle P we are mentioning here. So this angle here and this angle, they are equal. You can just write it out and write the statement. Why are they equal? You said what the base angle, okay, the base angle of isosceles, okay, for isosceles triangle are equal. Just put it like that. Okay, you write it full, and just try to short it. The base angle of isosceles triangle are equal. You have to write the statement there. If it is theory, okay, but this question is from JAMB. Now, the next thing you have to do here now, since they said they are equal, that means that the sum of this one, remember what? A triangle. Sum of the angle in a triangle is equal to 180. So that means that the sum of this angle POS, the sum of this one, the sum of angle POS plus, okay, sum of the what? Angle OS. Okay, let me just put as what? Angle PSO plus, and also the angle SPO is equal to 180. That is what sum of the angle. Just write the statement there. Sum of the angle. Okay, sum of the angle in a triangle. Sum of the angle in a triangle. You write the statement there. Now, our angle POS, this angle what? POS, that is equal to what? 110. That is 110 plus the angle PSO, the angle PSO. We don't know the value of angle PSO, which is equal to S. So means as well we have S, okay, plus, okay, the angle of this, we have SPO, SPO, that is equal to what? That is equal to S is equal to 180. Now S plus S, that is we have 110, okay, 110 plus S plus S, that is 2 or 2S equal to 180. Now, let's collect like time. If you collect like time now, so if you collect time, that means that we have what? Let me put my pen out. So if you collect like time, we have what? 2 or 2S is equal to, that is 180. Take this 110 to that side there, that give us minus what? 110. So 180 minus 110, that will give us 70. So that means that we have 2 what? 2s is equal to what? 70. Now let's find the value of s. Now divide both sides by quotient of s, which is 2. Divide this one by 2. So this one cancels this. Okay, that means 2 here, 1, 2 in 70. What do you get? 2 divided by 70. What is the answer? That will give us what? 35. So here we have 35. So it means that the value of s is equal to what? 35 degree. So s is equal to 35 degree. So it means that the angle we have here, the angle s we have here, the angle, this angle s, this angle here is equal to what? 35. Let me write it. This angle here is equal to 35 what degree. This angle here is equal to 35 degree. Okay, it's equal to 35 degree. So it means that our angle, the question that was being given that I should find, we're supposed to find the angle what? Find the angle PSO. So therefore, mean the angle what? P here, SO is equal to 35 degree. So you can just write therefore. You can just write it therefore. Now therefore angle PSO is equal to s, and s is equal to 35 what degree. So that is the answer, and that is step by step to solve this question. Do you have any question? Okay, this is almost 8:30. That will be ending the live. If you still have time to ask question. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section before I end the live. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. So we still have 3 minutes to end the live. So if you have any question, you can ask a question. If you have any question, you can ask a question. If you have any question, you can ask a question. So you guys can see the question and how we solve it step by step. If you have any part that you don't understand, you can let me know in the comment section so I can explain it again. So still have 2 minutes. Still have 2 minutes. Still have 2 minutes. Still have 2 minutes. If you still have question, you can stay ask the question. Still have 2 minutes to go. If you have any questions, you have 2 minutes to go. So guys, it is almost time. It is almost time. It's almost time. So thank you for today live. Let's meet tomorrow interesting for another interesting live class. So thank you guys. Let's meet tomorrow for another interesting live class. It's still the same time, 7:30 to 8:30. God bless you. If you have any question, you can still let me know. Message me on WhatsApp if you want to join our WhatsApp channel. I can add you to our WhatsApp group. So if you have any question, you can send a message, you can send me a DM on WhatsApp. We have 080 okay 62, we have 85 okay 30 40. You have 3040, that is my phone number. You can contact me if you have any question to ask me. Thank you. Bye for now. We shall meet tomorrow for another interesting mathematics lesson.